It was on a quiet Monday morning when Ngozi's phone rang. She was busy working on some documents in her office. The name on the screen read Mr. Okafor, her boss. She answered the call and Mr. Okafor instructed her to come to his office. When she got there, she was surprised with what she heard. It was the last thing she expected to hear. That she has been chosen for something she could never have imagined, the CEO of Okafor Enterprises. It seemed like a dream, but it was real. It was too good to be true. Ngozi was born in a small village in Anambra, a place where dreams were often too big for the reality. Her parents were hardworking farmers and struggled to send her to school. But they always emphasized one thing: education is the key, my daughter. Don't ever stop learning. Ngozi never forgot those words. They stuck to her like a magnet. She worked hard in school, even though she could not afford extra lessons like some of the other children. Her heart longed for more, but her life seemed set, until the day she was called to help at the Okafor family's house in Lagos. When she first arrived, she was just a house help. Her job was to clean, cook, and care for the Okafor children. But from the very first day, she noticed something that would change her life forever: the way Mr. Okafor spoke to his employees. He was kind, and he always taught them important lessons, whether they were about business, leadership, or even life in general. Ngozi did not just work, she observed and she listened. She would ask questions when she could, and Mr. Okafor always took the time to answer, even if it was just for a few minutes. She had a natural curiosity, always wanting to learn more about the world of business. When the Okafors held meetings at home, Ngozi would quietly pass by the door and listen in. Her dreams began to shift. She no longer saw herself as just a house help. She saw herself as someone who could one day own a business. She began saving every penny she could from her small salary. Ngozi read books and focused on developing herself as a valuable asset. One day, Mr. Okafor called her into his room while his wife Mrs. Okafor was there. "Ngozi," he said, "I see something special in you. I have been watching you for a while. You don't just walk, you learn. You ask questions, and you're always eager to improve. One day, you will lead something much bigger than this house." Ngozi was stunned. She never imagined he could see so much in her. "Yes, my dear, I know I am not always around because of work, but I hear everything you do and how you take care of the children, thank you. And like my husband said, you will be bigger if you keep being diligent," Mrs. Okafor said. "Thank you, Ma," Ngozi responded with a smile. She was glad her hard work paid off. Over time, she grew more confident, and Mr. Okafor started giving her small tasks in his company. First, it was organizing files. Then, she was involved in client communications. Slowly, she started learning the ropes of business management. But things weren't always easy. Ngozi's path was filled with challenges. There were days when she felt out of place in boardrooms, surrounded by people who had more education, more experience, and more resources. Yet, she kept pushing. Every failure was a lesson. Every mistake was an opportunity to grow. She also decided to enroll for a part-time program online, so she could get more education, experience, and expertise. Few years later, Ngozi obtained a degree in business management. That made her more confident and she was no longer limited in any way. She attended board meetings, carrying an air of class, and spoke confidently when she needed to. One afternoon, after years of hard work and dedication, Mr. Okafor invited her into his office once again. "Ngozi," he said, "I have watched you grow. You have shown what it means to be dedicated and humble. You've earned your place here, and I think you can handle what I am about to tell you." Ngozi's heart almost stopped. She was scared at this point. "I hope I have not done anything wrong, sir?" she asked. "No, you didn't do anything wrong, Ngozi. I am very proud of the woman you have grown into, and I cannot believe the house help I brought into my home is now a top executive, he said. All thanks to you, sir, for believing in me, Ngozi said, and Mr. Okafor smiled. I have discussed this with my wife and we are both in agreement that you should take over the company as the new CEO, he said, and Ngozi looked confused. Sir, me. Ngozi tried speaking again but was stopped by Mr. Okafor. The thing is, I am stepping down as CEO because I and my family are relocating to Ireland and resuming work at the company over there. As you know, I have quite a number of them, and giving you this for your faithfulness all these years wouldn't be an issue. I believe in you and I know you can take the company forward, he said. Ngozi was shocked. The weight of the decision was heavy, but deep down, she knew she was ready. The little girl from the village, the house help who had once scrubbed floors and cooked meals, was going to be the CEO of Okafor Enterprises. Her rise was not just about hard work, it was about the lessons she had learned along the way. Ngozi knew that success didn't come from where you started but from how far you were willing to go. She was proof that no matter your background, with determination and the right mindset, anything was possible. Ngozi's story became an inspiration not only to the Okafor family but to the whole country. People began to see her as a symbol of hope, a woman who had broken through the barriers of class and background to reach the highest points in her career. And every year, on her birthday, Ngozi would visit her village. She would stand before the children there and tell them, "Your dreams are valid, no matter where you come from. I was once in your shoes, and I am proof that anything is possible." From house help to CEO, Ngozi's journey was a testament to the power of resilience, faith, teachability, humility, and education.